down for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by the manager of champions, Stephen E. and his hired gun, Big Joe Helms, weighing in at 224 pounds. Oh, wait. From the Napa Valley, the connoisseur, Niles Plonk.
Hey everyone, this is the Loose Cannon, David McBee, and we are live at Mid-States Wrestling for another night, a huge stacked card, and we're kicking it off with a little class and sophistication. Niles Plonk, of course, joined by Stephen E. and the Enforcer, Big Joe Helms. And I got a very, very special guest who's joining us tonight, Mr. Jesse Inman in the house.
Is right. I am so happy to be back here at Mid-States Wrestling in Springfield, Missouri. Usually I'm in there doing a little ring announcing, but tonight I'm a little more comfortable here at the commentary table with you, my friend David McBee from the Slop Drop podcast. We love it. Right, look at this guy, though. Niles Plonk. It's taken me a few times to get that one right, but...
A lot contra. Is it Plonk or Plonke? He says Plonke.
I've heard both.
It looks like it's still Plonk to me, though.
I think you're right. You know, I don't think there's a wrong way to do it, but apparently, no matter how I do it, I'm wrong every time. So, our ring announcer, Ryan Lee, tonight got his work cut out for him.
And of course,
that's for sure.
Niles Plonke, he's joined. He's got Stephen E. And now this new enforcer, Big Joe Helms. He's just been laying waste to everyone.
I mean, we saw this guy. We've seen him come up through the ranks, and he is menacing, without a doubt. Oh, Stephen E. with something to say. These people not liking Stephen E. very much.
Quite frankly, you people need to sit down and shut up and listen to what I have to say. You know, for 20 years, I have been a mainstay here at Mid-States. I have become the manager of champions. And guess what? I've gotten up gold. So what's going to happen is you people are going to bear witness to the path of destruction that began earlier tonight when Big Joe came out here and destroyed the competition. Right now, you guys are in for a treat because I am giving you the privilege of watching Niles Plonk work. But before that happens, you people need to sit down, shut up, and show this man the respect he deserves.
Not received well. Not received well, David.
No, and Big Joe Helms up there, he's talking about, he's been passing out cards, Hitman for hire. I got one the other day. I'm curious how much he cost.
Well, I wonder what's in that briefcase.
And his opponent weighs in at 223 pounds, now residing from out of town, Gary Roosevelt.
A fan favorite for sure, Mr. McBee.
The former Mid-States Wrestling champion who's just been on quite a roll recently, and he's been a pain to Stephen E.
And he might bring a little pain tonight. There are 3 men in that ring. A couple of them going to be outside the ring. Obviously, we see Niles Plonk hiding behind his hired gun.
Well, you brought up a great point there, a 3-on-1. This isn't a one-on-one matchup, let's be real. It's 3-on-1.
It might say one-on-one on the card. And look at that, Niles Plonk and Stephen E. both ducking out, leaving Big Joe Helms to do any potential dirty work before the match starts.
Big Joe Helms, though, not backing down.
No, he's not. Gary Roosevelt Graham, though, certainly, you never know what you're going to get with this guy. The big dog of Mid-States Wrestling. Loose cannon, you never know what he's thinking.
Yeah, 5-time Mid-States Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. And he's trying to even up the score with that chain that he's brought to the ring with him.
Yeah, he sure is. That's an equalizer if I've ever seen one. The dog is off the chain, though, tonight.
Gary Graham almost taking out the ref with his chain. He is fired up. He is ready to go. This crowd is completely behind him. This is going to be a stacked card tonight.
It really is. This is the first of many great matches tonight.
Until he gets rid of that stupid chain.
And Niles Plonk asking for the removal of the chain already, as if the odds aren't already stacked against him enough.
Well, Graham should ask him to send Big Joe Helms and Stephen E. Does he really need two people out there with him?
No, it would only be fair, in my opinion, David. There he goes, Gary Roosevelt Graham. All right, wasting time here to start off, it looks like. Trying to play a few mind games, Niles Plonk is. He's already got the numbers on his side. Now he's trying to get the mental aspect of things. Uh-oh. Niles Plonk not liking that one very much.
Get it back.
What did that guardrail do to you? Stephen E. trying to get his man right over here now, David.
Yeah, Plonk is just completely frustrated, and Stephen E. doesn't know what to do.
And they haven't even locked up yet. Maybe Gary Roosevelt Graham's the one with the upper hand on the mind games here.
I want you to get somebody from the back to remove that chain completely.
Plonk pleading with the referee to get somebody from the back to remove the chain from the match to start off. This is descending into anarchy very quickly here, and this is our first bout of the night.
Yeah, we haven't even, like you said, we haven't had our first lockup yet.
Nothing. Gary Roosevelt Graham pleading for him to get in the ring. He's ready. Well, will this be the moment that Plonk finally gets in the ring? Plonk himself, a very decorated competitor here in Mid-States Wrestling, a former champion multiple times over himself. And there's our bell. Uh-oh. The referee getting it caught in the middle of this, quite literally now, David.
Of course, these guys very evenly matched up in their weight. Both of them, like you said, Mid-States Wrestling champions.
There he goes. Plonk out of the ring again. Referee starts his count, and he's already at 2. This may be a quick night for Gary Roosevelt Graham. Not the way he'd want to win, but I'm sure he'd be okay with getting out of here with a victory, I'm sure, but I know he wants to get, and now Stephen E. asking for a timeout. There are no timeouts in Mid-States Wrestling, David.
There's not, and I know Stephen E., you've had your hands full with him over the years as well.
I have. I've had a couple of run-ins with him myself, but nothing too serious. He's stayed out of my way for the most part over the years, but I know he's been a thorn in the side of many a Mid-States wrestler.
Well, his stable just continues to grow and grow. He brings in different guys. Pretty much on every show has another new talent.
Oh, there we go. A cheap shot to start it off and a knee to the face. Plonk throwing him into the corner. That's a face first. Now giving him the shoulders in the corner. Big right elbow.
Big shot there by Plonk is, he really doesn't need all that help. He's a very talented wrestler.
You're right.
But having those two outside just made it so difficult to beat him.
It is. Oh, Graham, a little bit of offense of his own. Picks him up, and he's down. Rolling him back up. He's got him in the full Nelson, David. He's got him in the full Nelson.
Plonke's just screaming.
Oh, he gets out of it. Reverses it himself. Oh, now he's got the full Nelson on Graham now. And reversal. Back and forth here with the full Nelson.
Graham seeming a little more serious than what we normally see out there.
Plonk. Oh, Plonk back into it now. Thought he had an out. And he certainly doesn't. He's back into it. We'll see how he can get out of this one. These two.
You could definitely see the frustration in Plonke's face early in this matchup.
That's going to hurt the lower back for sure. Not great. Now Plonk, of course, has aligned himself with not only Stephen E. and not only now Big Joe Helms, but he's also had some other help here in the past with a legendary figure in the business himself.
Yeah, he's had a lot of help. Also, a previous matchup, too, he had Miranda Gordy.
That's right.
The Bad Street Beauty helped him get a victory, so you never know he's going to bring out. But I cannot, Big Joe Helms, he looks so menacing over there.
Yes, he does. Uh-oh. That's not, we don't like to hear that. It appears that Plonk, throwing a tantrum now after Graham appeared to urinate, I believe, on Plonk here, or at least mimicked.
I think that's the classy way to say he got peed on.
I believe so. A little bit of his own wine, if you will. His own home brew. Plonk reluctantly getting back in the ring now. Bit of a stop and start contest here. Now blaming him for pulling the hair. And this crowd fully behind Gary Roosevelt Graham here tonight.
This mid-stage crowd is just so hot, so electric.
Very much.
This is going to be another great night.
Yes, it is. Here we are. Only thing hotter than the temperatures outside on this day are the crowd inside the Mid-States Arena here tonight.
I'd say right now this crowd is hotter than donut grease.
Yes, they are. Watch out. Get yourself burned here. And speaking of burning, that doesn't feel good. That was a good pop right there. You can feel that one from here.
I think Gary Graham's ancestors are going to feel that one.
A chop of his own. Right to the back. Kick to the upper back. Feel that in the front. Reverses the Irish whip there. Ducks the clothesline. Ducks another one. Here comes Graham. And he catches a knee. The kitchen sink. Right to the waistline there. That'll flip over the dog.
Momentum was starting to shift towards
for the
Graham.
cover. First of the night. 2. That's a 2. That's 2. That's 2.
Plonk takes control as Big Joe continues moving around the ring, just staring with some bad intentions.
Dropping the leg.
Gary Graham.
2 count again. The elevation on that leg drop. Something to behold there. Looks like he wants to stomp some grapes here.
It looks like he's setting him up for it.
He is. There it is. He's stomping grapes in the corner. Graham's
in trouble.
Graham hung up on the rope. Stephen E. with a cheap shot. Come on, ref. The hard head of Gary Roosevelt Graham bouncing off the rather soft fist of Stephen E. Still doesn't feel good no matter how you slice it.
Stephen E. continuing to get away with these cheap shots. Mid-States Wrestling officials need to take a look at him and his license.
We've seen it too many times, but I'll say this. Gary Roosevelt Graham just lucky that punch came from the hand of Stephen E. and not Big Joe Helms, because this match could very well be nearly over had he eaten one of those right hands from Big Joe.
This crowd's getting behind Gary Graham.
He's up on his feet after the neck lock, the modified neck lock there. Another kitchen sink. But Graham, 2. Near fall there. Going for the backslide. He's down, shoulders down. 1, 2. That was 2. Quick, very hot action here tonight. With the cradle. 2. Some near falls there. Some good wrestling going on from both sides of this match here.
Gary Graham with some great moves here in this matchup. Thought he might have had it there.
Went for the flip. Plonk holds on, though. Holding on for dear life. Can he hang on? The referee. 2.
Stephen E's looking concerned.
Stephen E does look concerned. The expression on Big Joe Helms' face hasn't changed much, has it, David?
No, it hasn't.
Very stoic.
Very stoic, but if you know Stephen E, he's got a plan out there.
Always. The man with the plan, Stephen E. He never comes unprepared. You can say what you want about him, but the man is one of the most brilliant minds in Mid-States Wrestling today. And he's a legend in his own right here in Mid-States Wrestling. Been
Former
around for
undefeated Mid-States Wrestling champion.
That's right.
Which he tells you anytime you get a chance to talk to him one-on-one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he'll never pass up the chance to brag on himself. That's for sure.
As Plonk starting to take control again, but now Graham fighting back again.
Yes, he is. A couple of elbows to the gut. That'll get him loose. Make it 3 now. Make it 3. Oh! Big shot. 3 of them. Make it 4. Can we make it 5? There's 6 now. 7. Uh-oh, and there we go. Backdrop. Oh, the atomic drop. Reverse atomic drop. Oh, and the sleeper hold now, David.
Gary Graham just reaching up right now. He's in trouble. Great positioning by Plonk, having him in the middle of the ring.
Oh, nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. See, and this is what we were discussing before the start of this match, is that Plonk doesn't need all this help. He doesn't need all the help that he has outside the ring right now.
He's super talented. It's just he's arrogant and he's cocky.
That's right. That's right. Just wants to have as many insurance policies as possible going into this match tonight, our opening bout here at Mid-States Wrestling in Springfield, Missouri. Big kick to the chest.
Here comes Graham off the ropes.
Reverse. And a sleeper hold of his own now.
And great position for Graham. Now he has Plonk in the middle of the ring.
Look
and
at this.
Plonke's looking like he's seeing stars.
He's fading. Eyes are big and glossy by the second. Oh, look at this. Looking for a way out here. Graham's got him back to the middle of the ring. Arms flailing down to knees now. Down to one knee. Uh-oh.
Plonke's starting to fade.
Looks like he could use a drink of his own wine at this point. Looks like he's had a few too many bottles. Uh-oh. He's fading. Those eyes are... Oh, his eyes are shut, David. There's one. If we get 3 of these, it's over.
Stephen E. is about to freak out on the outside of the ring right now.
Speaking of Stephen E., he looks like he's got a plan. Now Big Joe Helms up on the apron. Our first time seeing him. Oh, what's this? Stephen E. in the ring.
No!
No, he's got the briefcase. Not this way. Oh! No! A sickening thud off of the back. Oh, and just how convenient. The referee, 1, 2, 3. Look at this. There's the bell. Again,